Hi everybody, this is Doll Dazzler. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a little bit of my doll collection. I have just recently moved, and so I was fortunate enough at my other house to have an entire room dedicated to dolls. But since I moved, this room is not as large and can't accommodate as many of the dolls as I was able to display at the other house that I had. So in this room, I have probably about close to 300 dolls. My entire collection is almost 1,000 dolls at this point, but since this room is a little bit smaller, it can't hold all of those dolls. So, and I am just putting together this room, so I apologize. Some of these shelves I'm working on trying to get lit up so that you can see all of the dolls behind. And as I finish up, I'll be doing another video so you can see a little bit better the display that I have. Yeah, this is really dark back here. I apologize. But something about my collection. I've been collecting dolls since I was in my early 20s. And so I have a rather extensive doll collection. I collect anything. I love all kinds of dolls, and I have anything vintage. My earliest dolls being the 30s and the 40s, clear up to modern day dolls. This is also really dark back here. I apologize. I don't have very many porcelain dolls. Any of the porcelain dolls that I have, I keep them in the boxes because I'm really clumsy and I don't want to break them. So I don't display those dolls, but I don't have a lot of them anyway. This is June Planning pull-up dolls. Some of the knockoff Blythe dolls that are more modern. This one I had actually painted her. So I'll go through in a minute. I'll just take you on a brief tour here. But my favorite era of doll to collect is probably the 50s. The composition dolls. If you see any dolls in here that you'd like me to pull out and you'd like to see a little bit closer, I can do a video on any doll that you would like to see closer. I will be doing that in some future videos. I apologize, this is so dark. I'm trying to dress up the shelves and make like little scenes for them to stand in. If you check out my other videos, you'll be able to see a little bit more in detail some of the dolls that I have. This is my Betty Boop collection. I also have a very large collection of her. And then over here, Miss Revlon, Virga, Dollykin, Roberta. Up here, behind all of these dolls up here are my box dolls. But up there I have some Franklin Mint and some Jean. My Lollipop girls, those are in their boxes. So up here on the top shelf, like I said, I still have quite a bit to do in this room because I'm just now putting it together. So a lot of these dolls here, they still need their stands. So there's Terry Lee and Dollykin, some modern dolls mixed in there. In my doll room, I was able to separate the dolls by the kind that they were. This is Evangeline Gasly, Parnella Gasly. Some more Jean and Barbie. When I first started collecting, it's kind of ironic. I really didn't want to collect a lot of Barbie, and after I started with my first couple of the mod era. Apologize, this is so dark. The mod era Barbies, I kind of got hooked on them. So then it started to become kind of a little game to see which dolls I could get a hold of. Down here are the 80s Barbies. Got Donnie and Marie back there, and Cher. And as I get this more set up and the lights where I want them so that it's not like shining right up on their face, I'll make another video. These are my Tammy dolls. And then this is Skipper and Barbie Friends. 2D. And my Madame Alexanders. Binnie and Winnie Walker. My Sissy dolls. Those are probably some of my most favorite dolls. I will pull those down. I will do a video on those. They're beautiful. I love those dolls. And if you're a true avid collector, you know you have your favorites, your favorite era and your favorite doll. And when I find her, I will do a video on the first doll that made me start my doll collection. So down in here, there's Tony and Suzette, Betsy McCall. And then I'll be doing some videos on some of my dolls that I don't know who they are, the ones I've not been able to identify. And maybe if somebody's watching will be able to help me with identifying those dolls. So this is just a brief view of my doll room as I'm putting it together. It is unfinished. I apologize for any of the dark areas, but in my next video I'll be fixing that. So if you guys like this video and like what you're seeing, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you see anything in here that you would like for me to do an individual video on, I can do that. And so that is the start of my doll room. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'll see you in my next video.